Please welcome the new Jet Set.
Well, all right. All right. I could use a little more piano right down here, Golden. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to JAX. My name is Matt Johnson. We are the new Jet Set. We're so happy to be back at JAX, and you guys look like going to be a wonderful audience. And our friends here at JAX have pulled out all the stops. I don't know if you noticed in the pre-show slides, they created a couple of signature cocktails in honor of tonight. They've got the Under the Sea Breeze and the Bippity Boppity Booze. So I'm not sure which one is better, so I'm just going to go ahead and recommend you have at least one of each, and then you guys decide. Before we go any further, I must let everybody know that tonight's performance is not authorized by, endorsed, or otherwise affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. But that said, we plan on making this a magical evening anyway. So we're going to continue. We're going to start things off with a song that comes from a groundbreaking movie of firsts. This was the very first Disney-Pixar collaboration. This also happens to be the first full-length feature animated film, 100% computer-generated. From 1995's Toy Story, this is Randy Newman's You Got a Friend in Me. Thank you very much. That's how we're going to get the party started here tonight. Hey, in case anybody's wondering, tonight on piano, a gentleman who's responsible for all the original arrangements you're hearing tonight, that's Chris Barron. There he is. And on guitar, the young and the swingin', he puts the new in the new jet set. That's Miles Jensen right there. And on the bass, a gentleman who's sitting in with us tonight for the very first time, but he and I have been pals for a very long time. He's been a part of, a lot of my memorable musical experiences going back to the Jazz Minors and Swing Savant and the Tom Kubas Big Band, the early years. That's Eric Messerschmidt back there. The next two songs come from a movie that was hastily produced in order to recoup losses from Fantasia and Pinocchio. And in order to accomplish that, they employed some cost-cutting measures, including, for the first time since Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, they used watercolor backgrounds, which, ironically, gave this movie its iconic storybook look. At 64 minutes, it's the shortest of all Disney animated features, and yet it still won the Academy Award for Best Original Score in a Motion Picture for the year 1941. This is Casey Jr. from Dumbo. Thank you very much. In one of Dumbo's most tender scenes, the stork, Mr. Stork, voiced by Sterling Holloway, delivers a precious package to Mrs. Jumbo, at which point she sings what would become the Academy Awards pick for Best Song in a Motion Picture for 1941. This is Baby Mine. Chris, Miles, Eric, thank you very much. Sadly, in 1965, this would be the final animated feature that Walt Disney would personally approve for production. It wasn't released until 1970, but it was voiced by one of the longest list of character actors of the day, including Ava Gabor and the usual suspects, Phil Harris, Sterling Holloway. Scatman Crothers voiced a character named Scat Cat. And there was one other guy amongst many, but I really dig this guy. And you know who he is, even though you may not recognize his name, Thurl Ravenscroft. A couple people do. Thurl Ravenscroft, he voiced the Russian cat Billy Boss in this particular motion picture. He was a founding member of the Mellow Men that contributed to many Disney soundtracks, including Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, Jungle Book. Those of you of a certain age, those of us of a certain age, would certainly recognize his voice, the voice of Tony the Tiger. And he was also the uncredited vocalist for the song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. And even if you knew his name, or rather weren't familiar with his work, you've probably seen his face, because the Mellow Men were immortalized as the famous singing busts in Disneyland's Haunted Mansion attraction. And Thurl Ravenscroft is the one that's broken, laying on its side. So unfortunately, Thurl couldn't be with us tonight. But we're going to play the big hit from the Aristocats. Keep an ear out for the delicate feline soft shoe stuck right in the middle of this arrangement by Chris Barron. This is Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Miles Jensen. Miles Jensen. Well, we're going to continue with a song about a particular Disney villainess who was so cruel and so evil that her name was actually a mashup of those two words. Interestingly, two separate songs were submitted to the producers of this particular motion picture to represent this character in the movie, and when they were both rejected, the composer, Mel Levin, panicked and knew he had only one chance to fix this, and within 45 minutes, as legend has it, he came up with this original idea and composition. It was the big hit from 1961's 101 Dalmatians, and we're going to introduce a singer, a fabulous vocalist, and an even better human being who is neither cruel nor evil. In fact, I like to think of her as equal parts sunshine and soul. Please welcome our dear friend, Ms. Adrienne De Leon.
Yes, yeah. Cruella de Vil, if she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to feel a sudden chill. Look out for Cruella de Vil. The curl of her lip, the ice in her stare. All innocent children had better beware. She is like a spider waiting for the kill. Cruella de Vil. Now, at first you think Cruella is the devil, and when the time has worn away the shark, you come to realize you've seen those kind of eyes watching you from underneath the rock. This vampire bad, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella de Vil. From underneath the rock, this vampire bad, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up. You better throw away the key. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella de Vil. Look out for Cruella de Vil. Now listen, 101 reasons you should be up and leaving to Cruella de Vil. Thank you so much. You hear that? Yo, I love being here with you, but my heart is in New Orleans. So we're gonna get into a little Princess and the Frog now. In the South, there's a city way down on the river. barons and the cotton kings. Rich people, poor people, all got dreams. Dreams do come true in New Orleans.
Adrian.
Bless my Creole heart. I love that song. I love that movie. You know why? Because it was the first time that I saw a Disney princess that looked kind of like me on the stage. No. Tiana was the first African-American animated Disney princess, y'all. And she inspired an entire generation. And even more recently, Disney reimagined their classic, The Little Mermaid, and cast Halle Bailey, yes, as the lead precocious Princess Ariel. And this, in turn, inspired a whole new generation of kids who kind of look like me and made us feel like we were part of that world. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cabin hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos of plenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. Y'all want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along on what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? I bet you on land they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. I'm ready to know what the people know. Asking my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and what is it? What's the word? Burn. Winds in my turn. Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above, wandering free? Wish I could be part of that world. get some answers. What's a fire? Where does it burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that sharp above? Wandering free. I wish I could be part of that world. Part of
Adrian De Leon. Adrian De Leon, so fabulous. Thank you, Princess. She'll be back. I know that you won't have it any other way, but she'll be back. In the meantime, this next tune comes from a movie that was released in 1968 as a 25-minute featurette animated short. It was based on chapters of a book by A.A. Milne called The House on Pooh Corner. In 1977, it was added to a segment of a movie called The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, originally written by the Sherman Brothers. This is the theme to Winnie the Pooh in the Blustery Day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Back at you. You know, that's such a pretty little melody. I wasn't going to say that. It's such a happy little melody, but Chris just couldn't let it alone. He had to. He does this thing. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell on you. He'll show up to rehearsal with an arrangement that's already in the book. I said, "What's this?" He goes, "Oh, I fixed it. Now it's got a thing." It's got a thing. What? Well, it depends on the arrangement, but in that particular case, that happy little Winnie the Pooh had a Afro-Cuban 6/8 dance break in the middle of it, and yeah, so he just can't help himself sometimes. Speaking of Chris, when asked the address to his home, Peter Pan pointed to the night sky and said, "Second star from the right, straight on till tomorrow," which was, of course, the directions to that magic land where kids never grow up. This is Chris Barron on Never Never Land. Chris Barron. So fabulous. And there are a few places where we can do that anymore, and Campus JAX is one of them. We are very grateful to our friends here at JAX. Always make us feel right at home. One of the cool things about appearing here at JAX, not only do we have a large, very generous, gracious audience tonight, but they simulcast, live feed every one of their performances, like a 10-camera shoot. You can't see because it's so dark here, but they put that out onto the interweb, and there are how many ever thousands of people across the country that are also watching tonight. So welcome all of you at home, and something for all of you to remember. If you can't make it down here, you can go to JAX Hideaway on their YouTube channel or Facebook. I think there's even a JAX Hideaway there. And they also archive all of their concerts as well. So you can watch the show again and watch me flub the intro like I did. But we're grateful to be here. And if you're enjoying yourselves, we're on the calendar again for January 25th, I think. And tickets are on sale now. And we told the folks by a round of applause who was here the first time we did this show. We so appreciate you coming back. We made a promise to you, and that was we were going to switch it up just a little bit because we love Swingin The Disney Songbook, and there's plenty more material to be mined. So we've changed it up a little bit. We added the Grand Princess Adrienne to the show, and she's here to stay. So if you come back on January 25th, we'll bring in some new stuff, new material as well. In the meantime, let's continue to swing the Disney Songbook with a groover. Inspired by my friend Tom Kubas, who before mashup was even a thing, wrote the original arrangement of these two songs for a group called the Jazz Miners that Tom and Eric and I played in on the French Market stage. We used to stroll around New Orleans and play on the French Market with stuff like this, as well as we used to do police tunes as well in a Dixieland style. But anyway, you jazz fans will recognize this iconic bass line of Benny Golson and Quincy Jones' Killer Joe. We're going to mash it up with Hi Ho from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We call this Killer Ho. Now there's a sing-along opportunity as well, so pay attention, everybody. That's so fun. You guys are good sports. Somebody's been drinking the signature cocktails. Not me. Not me, I'm parched. Don't send me a cocktail. I'm a professional musician. I do my drinking in the car. A lot of musicians in the house tonight. You know, I mentioned earlier that this program was not authorized, approved, or otherwise endorsed by the Walt Disney Company, but you may have picked up, and certainly those of you who know us know that we've all had an association with the Walt Disney Company, one form or another. In fact, we have so many Disney friends here. I wish I could introduce them all to you, but they'd insist on coming up and doing 10 minutes each. We just don't have time. I'm looking at you, Shelley Nichols. But no, we've all had an association with the company. Miles Jensen has appeared numerous times at Disneyland's fabled Club 33. That's right. So have we, but I mean, he's been a part of it, and that gives him Disney cred. Eric was a member of the Jazz Miners before he did a 6-month hitch at Tokyo Disneyland, eh? Hi. Adrienne De Leon has played many roles throughout the years at the park, and just recently she appeared in the Little Mermaid live at the Hollywood Bowl. How special is that? I hope they do that again, because I would like to go to that. Thanks for letting us know, Adrienne. Anyway, and I don't want to leave Chris out. Chris was out there. I think we have a slide. From when Chris... Oh, there he is. "17-year-old Chris Barron out there. Now he's 19 years old. Okay. You were so mature. Out there on TranStar during the I don't know if that was the original Tron era or the Tron revival, but that's TranStar. I told him he looked like a French fireman. But if you Google it, that's kind of what they wear. But anyway, glad to have you tonight, Chris. So listen, and on top of all that, I've thoroughly enjoyed all the roles I've played since the late 70s in innumerable, thank you, innumerable jazz bands, pop bands, character shows, and countless special events in and around the resort. So this music is not just nostalgic to us. I mean, the way that we're all remembering it tonight, we feel it's an important legacy, and it's our personal responsibility to always present it at the highest level, whether we're out at the park or whether we're here with you at JAX. And I think that all my friends on stage have done an admirable job of accomplishing that tonight. I appreciate that. This project means a lot. In fact, it grew out of an opportunity that we had doing a string of special events for the company. We were hired to do 4 events. They were spread out 2 weeks at a time. And instead of playing background jazz that we were hired to do, we decided just to sneak attack them and do some swinging original Disney stuff, and it got their attention. And the first job went so well. And there was a couple that came up to us and said, "You guys are fantastic. Do you know any Beatles songs?" I was like, "Yeah, but no. But, you know, continue to have a magical evening." And 2 weeks later, I kid you not, same couple was there. And we were killing it. We had more stuff in the book, and the same couple came up. They said, "We're so glad you're back. You're our favorite band. Do you know any Beatles songs?" Like we'd never met before. And I said, you know, I wanted to say, read the room. I mean, we're at Disneyland, we're playing Disney music, but by the 3rd time, and this is no joke, Chris was ready. Chris had the arrangement of this next song, rather, and it happens to be, I'm going to tell you the title of it, "Feed the Birds" from Mary Poppins. And which is a weird scene in Mary Poppins. I don't know what's going on there. Is it supposed to be sad or scary or magical, or I don't know. But anyway, this is a beautiful song. But Chris's arrangement references another famous bird from the Beatles catalog. see if you can pick it out. This is Feed the Birds. be the birds. All right. We were trying to figure out how we were going to give this one a thing. And we thought, oh, we'll give it a cumbia. But not yet, not yet, not yet. The song was written from a movie adapted from a book written in 1894. What? By Rudyard Kipling. Phil Harris shows up to voice the lovable Baloo, and Louis Prima voiced old King Louis, who was in search of man's red fire. So we're going to welcome Adrian back up to bring the fire. From the Jungle Book, this is I Want to Be Like You.
The jungle VIP. I reached the top and I had to stop, but that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town and be just like those other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, I sure be do. I want to be like you. That's right. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. Just see it's true. Like me, can learn to be human too. Now listen up. Don't try to fool me, man, 'cause I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true. Give me the secret, man cub, come on. Show me what to do. Give me the power of man's red fire so I can be like you. Oh, I should be do. I wanna be like you, oh, oh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. It's true. It ain't like me. Oh, can learn to be human too. I think I can learn. I know. Pop, pop, pop. Today, shut down. Jungle VIP. I reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, stroll right into town and be just like those other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Boy, I should be there. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, dress like you too. Just see it's true. Oh,
Fantastic. Adrienne, welcome back to the stage. Yeah.
It's been too long.
Welcome back to the stage. I think I'm going to call an audible. I'm looking at the time. We may go a tad bit long tonight. I hope nobody minds. Okay. All right. Relax. We're going to need some help getting all this gear out to the car, so I'm glad you guys are down to stick around. Okay, I'm calling an audible. I want to do that beautiful melody from Cinderella. Cinderella released in 1950. But let's give it the It's a Small World treatment, shall we?
What does that mean?
You don't know the It's a Small World treatment?
I have no idea what's happening right
Well, it's a very common musical term, the It's a Small World treatment. Everybody knows the attraction It's a Small World. Did you know that was one of 4 attractions produced by Walt Disney for the 1964 and 65 World's Fair in New York? Wow. And then he brought It's a Small World back to the park, changed the world forever. You hop in the boat, you hear that memorable Sherman Brothers melody over and over and over again. But the cool thing is, as you travel from land to land, hello, Becky, I forgot to turn all the way around here. Travel from land to land, the groove changes, the dance changes. So we're going to play this lovely melody, but we're going to hop in the boat and slip down to Brazil. Cool. I'm going to start it.
Dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you get. Have faith in your dreams, and someday that rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing that dream that you wish will come true. Brazil! Dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday that rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing that dream that you wish will come true.
There it is. Now you know. You can do that with any song.
Well, it's November 2nd, and people all around the world are celebrating Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, where we celebrate and honor our ancestors and loved ones and relatives that have passed on. And as we jump into this tune from 2017's Coco, I invite everybody here to maybe honor and celebrate somebody you've loved and lost. I'd like to dedicate this song to my recently transitioned grandmother, 96 years old. And her... Ooh, okay, hold on. Dr. Leola Lizelle Samuel. There she is. Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I'll hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I am with you the only way that I can be. For when you're in my arms again,
Adrian, we love you, baby. Thank you, Adrian. So poignant. I was telling somebody earlier, it's not easy performing emotional music and trying not to become emotional at the same time, you know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful, poignant song. Thank you, baby. Well, if you know anything about me, you know that I love everything mid-century modern. Do you know that? Some of you know that. I love the architecture. I love the fashion. I love the music, which is why this ensemble plays in this particular style. The thing I love most about mid-century America was that post-war optimism that we all shared, that America's on the move and anything's possible if we work together, kind of vibe. Yeah, remember that? Remember that? Growing up in Orange County, the thing that symbolized that optimism for the future the most, to me, was Disneyland USA, right? I mean, even though half the lands reference the past, as long as there was just one Tomorrowland and that promise of the great, big, beautiful tomorrow where there was hope for the future. So it's fitting that we wrap up our time together tonight with a song that was originally sung by Cliff Edwards, a.k.a. Ukulele Ike, and he was the original voice of Jiminy Cricket. Walt Disney enjoyed many accolades and awards during his career, but this was the very first song that won the Academy Award for Best Song in a Motion Picture in 1940. And it went on to become synonymous with not only the Walt Disney Company, but Walt's personal, eternal optimism for the future and his hopeful wish for people all over the world. We've had a ball tonight. Thanks for joining us. This is Chris and Miles. We're going to get us started on this tune. That's our show, folks. Thanks for joining us and sharing your evening with us. Thanks, everybody here at JAX. Terence, Love, Tony, thank you for that warm welcome. Tim Ellis, Jack Jasper, Lauren Kelly, Golden at the sound booth, John and Tom on the simulcast. The new Jet Set, Chris Barron, Miles Jensen, Eric Messerschmidt, Adrian De Leon. Come on up, baby. We're going to be back in January.
There's a great big beautiful
We'll see you then. Good
tomorrow.
night.